We're joined by George Mason softball head coach Justin Walker as we prepare for the season opener for George Mason softball. Justin, always great to see you. Let's talk about expectations for the season opener, opening weekend fast approaching, and the expectations for the season for you and a crew that have a good batch of returning players and also a mixture of freshmen coming in.
Yeah, no, I think it's going on my 5th year here. It's one of the first times that we've been able to return everybody in the infield and the outfield. So it's going to be a little bit different than in the past. We've been very heavy in the circle the last 3 or 4 years, but we graduated Becca and Haley from last year, and so lost some innings there, but you know, with the expectations of the infield and the outfield returning and offensively, we should feel very comfortable in that regard. And then in the circle, we have Carly returning, and we have a graduate transfer that came in at break, Cheyenne, and then we have 3 new freshmen that are in the circle. So they're going to do a good job of helping us and seeing where we go early.
How important is that? You talk about in the circle with newcomers trying to mesh with a new team, always a difficult task no matter what the level is. How important is the pitching as you get started out of the gate, and maybe not some of the best weather conditions, even if you're heading south?
Yeah, no, you know, I think we're lucking out this week. You know, we're going to be in the 50s on Saturday and Sunday. I don't think we have any rain coming in, so we should have favorable conditions early, which is a little bit different than what we're used to. But, you know, I think the expectations is just to go out and do your job and be successful in what your job is, and then let everybody else, you know, take care of themselves. And that's how our team is going to build and gain trust in one another throughout the year.
Well, take George Mason softball fans trip around the diamond here, and often overlooked is the battery mate for your hurlers inside the circle. Let's talk about the players that go behind the mask each and every game, and you know, maybe tell us a bit about your catchers that you have for this season.
Yeah, we have a returning catcher, Zoe. She is here. She is a sophomore. She is going to be partnered up with Nicole, who is a transfer from South Florida. So both of them have done a very good job this fall, taking leadership roles behind the plate and helping use their voice, which has been exciting to see because everyone has gotten used to that expectation behind the plate. So they've done a good job, and we're just excited to see what they do during the season.
Work our way around the infield. We'll start with a hot corner, then go to short, second base, and then around to that first base position right in front of the George Mason dugout here at home games on the campus of Fairfax, Virginia. Let's take us inside your infield this season.
Yeah, our infield is, we go 5 deep. We got Rachel and Marlena playing third. You have Haley Termina at short, and Maddie Myers at second, and EJ at first. You know, we have a very versatile infield, which is key when you only have a small number of 5, which is okay. It's exciting because they're all returning. They all have good experience under their belt. So it's going to be exciting to see them moving around the dirt and making plays for us.
Well, before we get to the outfield, just sort of touch on the type of team you expect to have. You know, a lot of teams are built around their power. A lot of teams want to generate those runs throughout the course of a game. What can George Mason fans expect to see when they come out?
The big thing that we talk about here is being a two-base team, two-base mentality. Whether, you know, it's out of the box, whether we're at first, looking to score from second. You know, we're looking to create a lot of energy and excitement on the bases, pushing that envelope, and being true to what we do at practice day in and day out. So they have done a very good job of taking that under their wings and just running with it. And we're going to see how that takes place this year.
Let's go into the outfield. Obviously, we were talking before the interview about the wind that sometimes can be a factor. So take us from left to right across the outfield.
Yeah, we have in the outfield is very versatile as well, actually, like our infield. You know, we returned Sydney Bales, Taylor Dadig, and Amber Versteinen to the outfield. We have 2 freshmen that are in as well, Haley Shiflett and Charlotte Montgomery. We have another one who's going through a little bit of injury right now in Sydney Blackwell, and that's kind of where we're at with our outfield. But it's a return. It's all returners as well, so we expect that expectation that we set last year to continue over right away early in the season.
How important is it for your leaders? You've been there obviously with the graduate students, seniors and juniors to sort of pave the way, not only for the sophomores, but for those newcomers that are just arriving on the scene to maybe await their first ever collegiate game. How important are your upperclassmen in terms of mentoring both on and off the field your new players?
Our upperclassmen have done a great job over the last 2 years, just kind of taking on that family atmosphere and really treating everybody with respect all the way through. So we have a real close-knit team that cares for one another. If they're not in the game, they're cheering them on. We celebrate our successes, and no matter who it is, whether it's on the field or off. We've done a very good job in the academic side of things as a team here in the last 2.5 years. So it's helped carry over to the field as well.
And your freshmen have been here in just about a half of a academic year already, as we've already gone into the spring semester. Talk about, I know you touched on them earlier, but you just talk about and put the spotlight on the freshmen that you have arriving that will put on the green and gold for the first time.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they got some, nervous energy, some excitement that always takes place. Everybody does before it comes to opening game or opening weekend. Being on the road and then your first time at home. So the freshmen are expected to come in and contribute right away. They've put in the proper work to be successful. When they're given that opportunity, they just need to capitalize on it and kind of move forward from there and just jump on ship with us.
No, it's probably seemed like a quick blink of the eye since you started training, and now the opener is upon you on the road for a bulk of your games for the next couple of weeks before weather conditions here in the Northern Virginia area settle down. So take us inside the schedule, what you expect from your team and what you hope to see out of these upcoming 9 or 10 road games in a row.
Yeah, this weekend we're going down to North Carolina A&T, and we're playing a doubleheader against them and a doubleheader against Fairleigh Dickinson on Saturday and Sunday. So expectation is to go out and play hard, play our brand of ball, and show up and put our work in that we've been doing since we got back in January. And then next week we head down to Greenville, play in a tournament down at Furman, and same concept. Our successes that we have this weekend and things that we need to work on, we'll touch up early on in the week next week and go down and be prepared for the following weekend as well. And then we get to settle in at home for a couple of weeks. So that'll be exciting to get that home energy going here. So that'll be fun. Got a couple different things planned for the fans this year, so it'll be exciting this year.
Well, how important is that home field advantage to you and this team? Everybody can say, look, we want to make this a tough place to play and also a great atmosphere, as you said, for the fans. How important is that to sort of create that atmosphere where opponents know it's going to be a very tough day?
Yeah, no, I think part of that is having weather like this. It allows the fans to come out and enjoy the moment a little bit more. I think with our brand of softball that we have going on right now, it allows our game to be more exciting. It's fast-paced, it's high energy on both sides of the ball, and sending out some, parents come here, they cheer on. We've sent out some fan guidelines that we're wanting the fans to be a part of a lot more, and just show a little bit more enthusiasm as we continue. But that starts with us and winning ball games. As we know, that allows our fans to come out and be more active when you're putting a good showing on the field.
Oh, one more thing for you. Take us inside the dugout before your team even takes the field after that, for that first at-bat when you hit your first game. What's the message to your team as you enter the season and to sort of parlay what you want to see from them all year long?
Yeah, no, last year we came off a first winning season since 2014, 2015. So just building that momentum, carrying it on. They've put in a lot of work. So just showing up and now enjoying the game and enjoying that process. So have fun, relax, and just play hard. And then the game will take care of itself.
Well, it's always great to see you. We look forward to seeing this team perform on the field this season. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have a good day.